All right. So we are back with, well, us. I won't say. All the pondering. 2 months. Akio wondering if they'll have the baby. Tomoya says he'll protect her. She wants the baby. Yeah, she totally wanted the baby, so. Akio said the same thing in the past with Sanae. Good luck, you bum. He'll have to support 3 people, so he's going to feel the weight. His family will begin. He wonders about his father having this similar perspectives as him. Interesting that they threw that in there. Really interesting. Perspective. Anyhow, we're in the opening now, so hello and welcome to a commentary on Clannad. Well, welcome back to a commentary on Clannad After Story. This is the 15th episode. This is the sub version, and other than that, my name is Google for you. So, we are really getting through this series. Another episode, and we'll be like 2/3 of the way. Wow. Which is good, because I want to do other series, other commentaries. But I want to do primarily blind, but I want to do commentaries on great animes that I've already seen, that I wish I would have done all of them blind on. I wish I could have done all of them blind. I'm telling you, the value of those reactions would have been through the roof with how much I can get into a series. It just depends. And how outside of vlogging, I like to get into one series at a time. I don't like to do multiple. With vlogging, I'm doing multiple series at a time, and that way you kind of lose some of the immersion. But if you do one episode at a time and you have all, I think you can more so get better into it, and that probably holds more perceived value because you're so into one series instead of it kind of divided out, fractioned. Tomoya getting the congrats from his co-workers about the baby. The power of neighbors. Stomach, be quiet. Don't make me come down there. I'm telling you. So everything's... No one in this world can live alone. He's going on his talk again. Another one. Episode 15, As a Summer Memory. I know what the ending of this episode is, and I know the next episode. 3rd month. Pregnancy sickness worsened. Nagisa spent however much it said. Maybe a month in bed, I don't know. Yeah, you're a team. You're a team. Awesome team. Ice cubes. For the other series I want to do as well, Youhei in April and Anohana. With the Youhei in April stuff, I am tearing up off camera just thinking about doing the dang series commentary, not Not blind. I wish it would have been blind. It would have been so good of a reaction. I would have been interested in all my blind reactions of anime. I would have even been interested in all of them because I got into a lot of them. A lot of the good ones. He's just totally taken care of her. Just totally taken care of her. What a beautiful thing. Days went flying by, don't they? They were restless. So she has good days as well. Tenth week, things will get better. She wants to talk. She wants to have the baby at home. The father gives the first bath. Hospital, you can't hold the baby right away. She wants to be able to hold the baby right off the bat. She wants to give birth to the baby at their home in this city. Akio all fired up. Akio playing video games. Really. He's too awesome. So now he and Tomoya talk about the at birth at home option. Doctor's worried about Nagisa's health. Tomoya wants to fulfill her wishes. And I get to upload tonight, and I don't know what to upload, so. Alright, so Sanae's talking about the doctors got to hold her first. Akio was the one who first licked her? What the heck? She was that cute. What the heck? What the heck, Akio? So he agrees? He wants to be the first one to lick the baby. What a bunch of bakas. They're all weird. It's good for them to be bakas, the characters. Makes them human and relatable, and it just humanizes them. So they meet the midwife. And notice they changed up her art style again for this pregnancy time. It's a very smart thing to do. So very good midwife. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Sanae. Weak body. Told her to be mindful of it. She later inquires. He covers. She knows her health. He knows they're all worried about such. But even if the worst happens to me, I want to give birth to the baby. We're all working so you have a safe delivery. I teared up there. It's like how they made the performance thing at the end of season 1 work. Akio's talking to it. He's lying to the baby. Nagisa's being so defensive. Gramps. He wants to be called Aki. It can hear by now. The little baby. So always singing songs to it. Dango. Yep. Dango. 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 Daikazaku. Oh, don't do this to me. Big Dango family. And the soundtrack kicking in. Everything was going well. He thought. Somewhere in his heart. I cheered up there as well. Eagerly anticipating the day. Tadaima. She's back in bed. Sick. She was on the floor. He comes home to work to find her like that. She's so kind, she didn't want to disturb his work life. The baby's fine. Sanae will spend the day with her tomorrow to be safe. Everybody being such a champion. That music right there, in there. Such a beautiful thing. I'm sure we can make it through if we're together, since I'm being protected by you. Aww. How soft the voice acting is as well. He was no longer able to relax. So he meets up with Sanae to talk at the restaurant where she used to work. She wanted to... Trendy place. Yeah, they do. At least they do now. Trending. It's totally what people say. So they're going to talk about Nagisa. The doctor mentioned danger during the delivery. I botched it there. Not what you want to hear. How much danger are we talking? Greater than the average delivery. Shouldn't be a problem with the delivery itself, however. That's if everything goes well. Nagisa falls ill from time to time. Many mysterious aspects to her illness. No kidding. The doctors are worried about the worst case scenario as well. Something that needs to be thought through carefully. So she brought it up to him first. Separate. He should tell her and they should talk it through. And then everybody together think through it. Should we give up on the child? It's not for her to say. The sooner the better. So he goes to see her. She wants to have the baby. She doesn't want to give up on the baby despite herself. She wants to see the baby. Meet the baby. So Akio informed. The risk is less at the hospital, but she wants it at home. It's her choice. Tomoya thinks Nagisa's also scared and putting on an act. Shut up, stomach, don't make me come down there. I think I know where this episode ends off. I really think I do. So they are going to go for a walk. His secret playground, construction zone. So this is where he came in between work. A hospital's going to be built here. He finds it to be a great thing. He plays with the kids there. Continuation of something I told you 2 years ago. It's when I was still in theaters and I was a teacher. More backstory. Important backstory. Nagisa was always alone back then. The snow. That day, Sanae left work, leaving Nagisa to go home. We're recapping this, but we're going to be filled in on another detail. Both couldn't skip work. They were away at work with her sick at home. They found her out in the snow, unconscious. She was waiting for them to return until she collapsed. That morning, they were just broken. They didn't want that trash to happen again. So this is the most he's told anyone but Sanae from here. He ran with her in his arms, and he ended up at that spot. He prayed, broken. Please save Nagisa. I don't want an ending like this. All he could do is pray. The sun came out. It felt like the plants here covered Nagisa. So if I am correct, this kind of became kind of like the town center in a sense. He thought he was in a dream, but it was reality. And I thanked everything in this world. He's been looking after the place ever since. He thinks of the place as Nagisa's double. Strange story, yeah, it kind of is. It really happened. So that's filling us in on the rest of the tales, and that parallels spoilers. It's impossible for all wishes to come true. But steps forth in the end. Outcome can't be that bad. They'll accept the results. So he wants to leave it up to Nagisa as well. Lots of hardships, painful stuff waiting for you ahead. You guys can... We can overcome them together. A family. Help each other. Alrighty. We're getting there. Yep, I knew where it was going to end off. I could remember. The baby moved, it kicked, or moved or something. They're sitting down by a river or something. So he feels it. A name. They need a name for the baby. They'll need a name for a boy and a girl, depending on what it is. Something from her name. Yeah, he'll definitely pass on the last name. Something that traces back to her name. So desu ka. Oh, the soundtrack kicking in. Ushio. How the tide rises and goes out. Can be used for a boy or a girl. Okazaki Ushio. That soundtrack. You're getting to me. I'm sure a lot will happen. Times as things will return to you. That will continue, and I will watch over Ushio. Ushio is more grand. She leans on him. Since it's the ocean, we'll be able to grow up to be kind of super nurturing. The wind. We couldn't go to the beach again this summer. Wanted to see the ocean with you. Then let's make a promise. Next year we'll go to the beach with Ushio. Yakusoku. They promise each other. Next year they're going to the beach with Ushio. To be continued. Can't believe I teared up in this episode. See, on and off camera, it does change how you react. And that's an interesting piece of information. You can react differently, probably on and off camera, with both non-blind and blind. Probably both, to be honest. It probably is the case, which is very interesting. But anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more Clannad After Story. Next time is episode 16, and after that we're 2/3 through. I'm just slowly going through it, and it will be interesting to wrap this up because I want to start other tearjerkers. If you know any tearjerkers, recommend me. I would love to go through them. Any ones with the feels, tearjerkers, anything like that. I usually say that at the end of a series to recommend stuff, but I'll just throw it in here. So yeah, I'll just watch the teaser. Alright. Waiting on the feels train. Waiting on the feels train. Alright, here we go. Preview. More of the illusionary world. Maybe more than one hidden world. Theory of multiple worlds existing. Lots of snow. So it's kind of throwback with new info of the same. No one feature, many possibilities. Looks like with the pregnancy. Episode 16, White Darkness. Looks like the birth happens. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I will see you up ahead. Take her cool.